So that's right, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we've actually reached the mid-season finale of Season 9 of AMC's The Walking Dead Evolution. And let me just start off by saying, a great old school creepy cliffhanger. Wow, where is this going to go? What's going to happen? And even though they gave us the trailer at the end to kind of tease us of what's going to happen in the second half of Season 9, it really ended on a strong note. Not one of those strong notes where fearful, but one of those like, wow, where are they going to go with this? And I give a lot of credit for the episode. I give a lot of credit to the direction of Michael. I'll make sure I get this. Michael E. Satrazemis. But overall, I want to give the credit to who has to be the superstar of Season 9, the rock star, Angela Kang, who really has done an amazing job as showrunner of really just leading this ship in a completely new direction. And it's something that I got to say, by the end of this episode, I wasn't thinking about Rick Grimes anymore. Nothing against Andrew Lincoln, nothing against Rick Grimes, always going to be my favorite character. But I think it speaks volumes that after only a couple episodes, I'm already starting to think how some of the subplots are going to play out. And the fact that they don't have to involve Rick Grimes, which I think is the nice part, because it's a broader caring. And by the end of this episode, I was caring about a lot of characters. Henry, even though I'll touch upon that in a second, and Earl's relationship, what happened in the past 6 years between the communities, Tara, Aaron, Daryl, Carol, Ezekiel, Michonne, Judith, all of Magna's crew. I actually have a scorecard of people who I'm interested in caring about. And again, that's nothing against what had gone on before, but when you remove somebody who is so powerful as a character and as a performer, they tend to suck up a lot of the action and the narrative in the room. And to not have somebody there, and to dial back Jeffrey Dean Morgan, to keep that from happening also, I just think it's very, very refreshing and a great way to go into the mid-season break. The Magna, Yumiko, Connie, Kelly, and Luke own episode. Seriously, I love the way they work with one another. I'm looking forward to seeing them interact more with the old crew or the olderish crew. But they are deserving of their own backstory episode because I'm really curious to see how they all came together and how they function. It seems like very old school second season Walking Dead with the way this crew is functioning. So again, would love some backstory on them. I've got three major positives that all tie into the three major spoilers, and one slight negative which isn't so bad. First, positive, Jesus. I know there's a lot of people upset, I know there's a lot of people hurt that they killed Jesus, but from the practical standpoint, Tom Payne was looking to get out of the role. He wasn't looking to stay with the series for this long, but for the Whisperers to mean something, for the Whisperers to be the be-all and end-all up to this point of big bads, we have to start losing some names. And if you're familiar with the comic book, you know there are some names that get lost. Now, obviously, they're going to be changing things up this season, but I thought Jesus was a nice start. Credit to Tom Payne as an actor because I didn't see it coming. I got to be honest with you. Usually in The Walking Dead, they turn everybody into these, like, priests and priestesses of holy high order and kumbaya and namaste before they die, but I like Jesus. Jesus was just like feeling ornery. He was just like, I want to get out of here. I want to go do something else. So I thought that was a nice surprise. I thought the symbolism of the killing of Jesus by the Whisperers, I think that could be debated upon by people whose mental pay grades are probably a little higher than mine. But I think that all of it tied in nicely. The Negan and Gabriel narrative, Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been tearing it up this season as Negan. And I thought the way this played out, but interestingly enough, I didn't get the sense it played out in the sense that Negan was planning it. But it's Gabriel. Gabriel's life is going to be perpetually screwing up. So, of course, he screws up in this area. Now, whether it proves to be a screw-up, we don't know. If any of you saw Talking Dead and saw the preview for the premiere, yeah, Negan's got a bit of a shovel issue and decides to go walking around town. So we're going to see how this plays out, if it plays out differently from the comic book overall. But Gabriel, I feel like Gabriel's time is numbered, which is why I actually didn't mind the scenario, because I thought it set up Negan 2.0 and set up for, I feel like it's going to be the eventual downfall of Gabriel. Also, the Whisperers at the end. I think if you're going to have them be introduced, have them be the basis for a big, we've got you surrounded cliffhanger. Now, the trailer obviously spoils the cliffhanger, and let's be honest, we didn't think all of them were going to get killed, but it really establishes a good, let's say, timeline sense of you're dealing with something that's been around for a while, you just haven't been aware of it. And again, as we see from the trailers for the second half, they're going to be an ominous threat that Alexandria, Hilltop, Oceanside, and Kingdom are going to have to deal with. Like, deal with, not just let's come up with a plan and wipe them out, because this is a force that far outnumbers them, but more importantly, they're a unified force where the other communities aren't. In regards to my con, Henry. Matt Lintz, nothing against him. I'm actually liking how his character is evolving. It's careful, could be annoying, but he's not. The sequence, though, with the kids at Hilltop and the drinking and everything else, I could have done without, to be honest with you. I would like to have seen a little more concentration on some of the other side storylines. So that, I think, was the only weakness of it, but redeemed at the end by the exchange between Earl, make sure I get his name right, John Finn, and Henry, that I thought was really, really nice reboot to start getting Henry moving forward, which, again, I thought even that weak storyline got redeemed at the end with some quality acting and some quality writing. So overall, I gotta say, Evolution was a very amazingly strong ending to the first half of season 9. Really looking forward to see where things are going, and again, kudos to Angela Kang, who is really just rewriting the rules of The Walking Dead.